This is my 15th year being at Albion College talking at orientation. That rocks, man, rocks. And I am here tonight to talk to you about my favorite topic of all. I get to talk to you about alcohol. Yeah. And we get to talk about other drugs. So I am not going to do that. I am not a Just Say No speaker. I want to promise you that. This is not going to be your typical high school alcohol and drug talk. Guarantee it. Guarantee it. Thank you. Yes. And I want to tell you how I know that. How I know that is because the main reason why I do this program is because I love to drink. Yes, I love alcohol. I love everything about it. I love the way it smells. I love the way it tastes. I love the way it burns all the way down. Oh, I love that feeling that starts in my toes, works its way to my head, and I go, oh yeah, tonight we're gonna have a good time. I love that about alcohol. Why would I just say no to the one thing that allows me to get out on a dance floor? You know, the kind with like the red hairs and the white crystals and all resiny? Yeah, oh my God, you guys. I love marijuana. I do. I love pot. I do. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. And I want to tell you why. Here's why I love marijuana so much. Marijuana is the only drug I know I can smoke a big fat joint, then sit there for the next 4 hours staring at my foot, and I think I'm having a good time. You ever notice someone really buzzed and they're kind of staring at nothing and then they go, dude, I don't want to know. Don't want to know. Just don't want to know. So it wasn't really a choice. It was, I'm going. Where do I want to go? So I picked my college by very stringent criteria. Number one criteria, I wanted to be far away enough from home where mom and dad couldn't drop by for the weekend, right? Yeah. Number two, I wanted a party school. Yeah. And I found Oregon State University up in Corvallis, Oregon. Yes, go Mighty Beavers. And then I got my first report card in college. And I got a 1.55 GPA. Yeah, I know, it sucked. I went home, my parents were like, 1.55? That is unacceptable. We're paying out-of-state tuition. But that's when I realized, you know what? I don't think college is for me. I'm gonna drop out of college. I'm gonna pursue my real dream. I'm gonna be a rock star. Yeah? Because see, I've been playing drums since I was 7 years old. I used to play in these garage bands. People would always say, man, you're so good, you're so much better than them, you're gonna make it one day. And I thought, well, now is my shot. And I found this professional band up in Portland that had just fired their drummer. They were auditioning for new drummers. They played all originals. It was rock and roll, the kind of music I liked. And I went up, auditioned, and they hired me immediately. For the next 3 months, we kind of played on parties and like small venues to kind of get our timing down and all that. And then all of a sudden, we got an invitation from a local rock station to headline a major concert that the station was putting on. All local bands, and we were asked to be the headline band. And we headlined this show, and it was 3,000 people out there. It was the most amazing thing I've ever seen in my life. And we played this concert, and everyone was going crazy. And afterwards, this guy came up and said, you guys are awesome, and I want to put you guys on tape. I own a recording studio. I'm going to give you some free time. So we went into the studio, we cut a demo tape, and we took that tape and sent it out to all the record companies in the country. And we got a call back from Albatross Records in Seattle. Does anyone here remember a band called Heart? Crazy on You, Magic Man, Barracuda, great band, right? Manager of Heart calls us. Hey, heard your tape. You guys are awesome. Heart's going on tour. We need a band to open up for them on the West Coast tour. We want you guys to open up for Heart. And if the fans like you on the West Coast, we're going to put you on their national tour. Rockstar, yeah. So, guys in the band, we had a little huddle and said, okay, we have this opportunity to go on tour. And they said, Randy, we got to talk to you about something. I'm like, yeah, what do you want to talk about? They said, well, we need to talk to you about your drug problem. I'm like, my what? Dude, I don't have a problem with drugs. I mean, I like to get high, but it's not a problem. They said, no, you might not see it, but we do. So you have a choice to make. Either you quit the drugs or you quit the band. I'm like, come on, guys, don't do that to me. I'll cut down. They said, no, no cutting down. Either you quit the drugs or you quit the band. So one of the things I've learned is that if you really want to break it down, every single one of us in this room have one thing in common. And that is that we are a product of the choices we make. That's the common denominator. You are a product of the choices you make. Every choice you've made in your life has landed you in this seat right here at Albion College. What you do from here will either lead to your success or your lack of success. It's totally up to you. Would we agree with that? Yeah. You are a product of the choices you make, and I made a choice that day. Those guys said quit the band or quit the drugs. Fine. Sounds good to me. Screw you. I'll go find another band. And I quit the band. And I moved back to LA. Now, if you would have told me when I was 18 that by the time I was 21, my partying was going to take me to a place where I was going to have a heart attack from a cocaine overdose, what would I have said? No way, man, that's not going to happen to me. I got it under control. Really, I'm good. So I go to San Diego State University, and I thought everything's going to be all right now. And this part of the story I'll kind of condense a little bit and let you know that in the first 2 years of San Diego State University, I was expelled 2 times. I have been expelled, I have been expelled from college twice. And the second time I got expelled was right around the same time that I got fired from my job delivering pizza. I'm done. Went up to my room, closed the door, sat on my bed. I thought, okay, how am I going to do this? You know what, maybe I'll just slice open my throat instead. One good slash and I'm out of here. So I stood up and I went to the mirror and thought, okay, where do I start? And I made eye contact for the first time. I went, what the hell are you doing? I got there because I love to drink. I love alcohol. I love everything about it. I love the way it smells. I love the way it tastes. I love the way it burns all the way down. I love that feeling that starts at my toes and works its way to my head. And I go, oh yeah, tonight we're going to have a good time. You guys, what happened? Those are the same words I used at the beginning of the talk when you're going, woohoo, alcohol. Nothing's changed. I love to drink. We want to know how to drink and never get into. Who would want to know how to drink and never have to worry about becoming an alcoholic? No DUIs, fighting with friends. None of that stuff would ever happen to you. Who wants to know? And it is so simple. I came up with this formula. I looked at all the research and put it all together, and I came up with my own formula. And this formula is so simple. It's as simple as 0, 1, 2, 3. So if you remember that 0, 1, 2, 3 and follow that, find friends who are going to help you to reinforce that message. You made a phenomenal choice in colleges. And if there's anything I can do to support you, you are a product of the choices you make, so make good choices. Thank you for your attention. See you around.